Lowdown is brought to you by the PENDAS Law Firm.
Welcome back. You could end up paying less for your car insurance. Some recent news that we're going to hear about right here. Lou PENDAS, the owner of the PENDAS Law Firm, and Hayes Mathis, managing attorney, are joining us now. But first, before we get into some of the other topics, let's talk about the some changes or an update in the Florida PIP.
That's exactly right.
system.
This year was going to be monumental in terms of the personal injury protection law. We really thought that it was going to go away. I think in past segments we've actually discussed that this year was earmarked to kind of make that go away and then pass mandatory bodily injury. Well, the House passed their version of the bill to do away with it and to have mandatory BI, but unfortunately just as recently as yesterday the Senate failed to act on it, which means we're going to have PIP, personal injury protection, for at least another year. So this legislative session is dead with respect to that issue. So it continues on.
Ah, they pushed it off into the future.
That's exactly right. They pushed it off into the future. We'll see what what comes out of it in the next legislative session.
All right, more reasons to listen to Lou PENDAS and Hayes here. You guys always have all kinds of up-to-date information on the legal system.
That's
in
exactly
our state.
right.
And speaking of that, let's talk about a lot of people sitting out there watching. You know, no matter what the case, you guys handle all kinds of different cases, and one of the things you always kind of talk to me about and focus on is the importance, no matter what your case is, the importance of choosing the right attorney.
You know, it's a marriage. It could be a short-term or long-term marriage when it comes to hiring a lawyer. So it's very important that you feel comfortable with that lawyer. A lot of people don't realize after hiring a lawyer that you have every right in the world to go ahead and seek a second opinion if you're not happy with that lawyer. I get it all the time where somebody hires a lawyer, they can't get a call back, they've never even spoken to the lawyer, and they've gone a year through the process and they still don't know what the status is. They have a very clear opportunity to go ahead and contact another lawyer for a second set of eyes, or just change the lawyer entirely. If you just simply are not getting along within that legal marriage, if you will, after hiring a lawyer, you can change the lawyer or get a second opinion about your case. That's a very important factor. A lot of people think that once they hire a lawyer, they're stuck with that lawyer. Not true.
No, that's something news to me, because you get in the situation, you think, well, I've already started down this path, I got to stay with this. And Hayes,
exactly right.
Bring you into the conversation here. You run the office here in Jacksonville.
Right.
What do you find when that happens, when somebody comes in from having seen somebody else? Are they walking in going, hey, don't tell anybody I'm here, but I'd like to get your opinion?
Right. Well, it's always good to get a second opinion if you're not happy, but also a lot of times I see people go to different lawyers and the lawyers will say they don't have a case, or they'll turn them down. And what I like to do is every lawyer kind of has their own opinions and they have their own expertise, and it's always good to fully listen to what the client has to say. But also, just because one lawyer turns you down or isn't doing anything doesn't mean that you don't have a case. Because we have multiple lawyers within our firm. Even though I'm here in Jacksonville, I run our Jacksonville office. When I take all the information in, I like to roundtable it a little bit with other lawyers and get their opinions so you can have a different set of eyes. And a lot of times when someone's been turned down by another lawyer, we take on the case and we get successful results. You know,
that's interesting that he would say that, because I'll tell you, let's flash back to over 20 years ago. I was a very young lawyer, and this was a tragic case that came to me. And it was almost like this. There was a teenage girl, unfortunately got brutally raped and beaten at a theme park in Orlando. She went through countless lawyers in Orlando. I can't even tell you how many. I think she ran the gamut. And as a young lawyer, I wasn't very well known at the time. I think I was her last resort, and she came to me. And I sat there and I kind of peeled back the onion. And I really tried to figure out exactly what happened. And she was actually employed with this amusement park, and all the lawyers that she had asked, immediately dismissed the case as under the work comp immunity. You can't sue your employer. I asked a simple question: were you working at the time of the attack? And she goes, no, I was there with a bunch of friends just like anybody else would be.
It changes everything.
Completely.
Yeah.
So that simple question that apparently countless others failed to ask brought about one of my largest cases to date.
And that is something that I'm sure you would say is what makes you guys stand out from other firms around the state and around the city?
I like to think so, because we really do take the time to analyze your case. It's not just cookie cutter. It's not just going to be a situation where you're another number. We look at every aspect of it, and we think outside the box, and we really try to develop these cases, because, you know, at the end of the day, if we don't recover anything for the client, we don't get paid. So we really sit, other than the injury part and the harm part, we really sit very much in the same shoes as the client.
Appreciate you guys joining us. We'll see you next time. We
Always a pleasure.
Always have a good talk.
Yeah, very much so.
We'd like to thank PENDAS Law Firm for making this segment possible. And for more information, visit pendaslaw.com or call 904-800-0000. All right, folks, after the